Something is missing here. Every day we spend a lot of time in the metro, especially in a big city like Paris. While in transit, we spend most of our time looking at our watches, playing with our smartphones, or blankly staring off into space. Because there's nothing else to do, except to look at the dark and ugly tunnel walls, of course. But what can we do about it? That's the question we asked ourselves when we came across a few solutions. One of them was Animétro. Now what's Animétro? Simply put, Animétro is an improved method that allows us to superimpose short animations onto those drab tunnel walls. The goal of Animétro is to fill these empty walls in lost time with a creative platform that can be both useful and aesthetically appealing. Something magical, like animation. Speaking of magic and animation, one thing comes to mind. Zoetrope. And that's cool, because Animétro and Zoetrope have a lot in common. In fact, their functionality is almost identical, with one difference. Zoetrope is an old magical device used for over 2,000 years to entertain us by animating a sequence of images placed inside a rotating cylinder. The difference between Animétro and Zoetrope is that animation, or the illusion of movement, in the Zoetrope is created by the rapid movement of a sequence of images in front of our eyes. But with Animétro, it is not the images which are moving, but rather the viewers themselves, who due to the speed of the metro, pass in front of a sequence of still images. So in Zoetropes, the viewers are still while the images are moving, but in Animétro, the images are still while the viewers are moving. So that is the gist of Animétro. The illusion of movement is created using the speed of the train, moving passengers in front of a sequence of still images mounted on the tunnel walls. So the movement of the train will create the illusion that these still images are in motion. Seems simple, but in reality, there are quite a few technical complexities presenting a challenge to the proper functionality of such a system. That's why we said earlier that Animétro is an improved version of the system, benefiting from the addition of several innovations which resolve previous issues. There are already quite a few installations of this kind of system, each experimenting with a different approach and executed in different countries all around the world. Each has their pros and cons. In the interest of simplicity, we'll concisely lay out some problems with previous systems and some of the advantages Animétro has in comparison. In doing so, it will become clear that Animétro seeks to solve the problems of previous techniques, improving both their functionality and efficiency, while simultaneously developing their potential cultural and economic benefits. So some of the advantages of Animétro in comparison with older systems are as follows. A huge reduction in cost, both in terms of execution and maintenance, various improvements in the functionality of the system and the quality of the output image, no need for calibration, one of the constant problems of almost all other approaches. Benefiting from several simple innovations, Animétro is a self-calibrated system which never goes out of calibration, independent from speed changes and limits. Important improvements in the security aspects of the execution and maintenance of the system within the metro tunnels. Animétro works with a wide range of speeds, including low-speed trains. The minimum speed required for the functionality of the system is approximately 40 kilometers per hour. Various cultural benefits, as well as considerable commercial benefits, including, for the first time ever, a Metro Animation Festival. Flexibility of the system compared to other approaches, with no limitation to the size of the medium. Possibility for the employment of new and innovational techniques of presentation. For example, UV lights or black lights. Possibilities for innovational approaches to real-time interactive communications between the animation and the viewers, such as the usage of smartphones to communicate with the system, or an interactive voting system for the previously mentioned Animation Festival using new technologies.